I'm Kevin Cunningham from Ireland Thinks, and I have today the latest figures from the Sunday Independent Ireland Thinks poll. So this month, it's really all neck and neck between the three big parties, Fine Gael, Sinn Féin and Fianna Fáil, all on 20%, even Stephen. Very little change since the last poll in terms of the parties. Fianna Fáil up 1. Social Democrats as is on 8%, the next largest party. You also have Independent Ireland on 5, Aontú on 4, the Labour Party on 4, PBP Solidarity on 3, the Greens down to 1. This is something we've seen a couple of polls, and Independents and Others making up the rest on 14%. In general, not much change in terms of the parties and also even the leaders. The two party leaders of the government, Micheál Martin and Simon Harris, slightly more popular than they were last time. Martin up 2 and Harris up 1. And the remaining leaders, again, very, very static. So this month, we can see a continuation of a trend in terms of the rise of the cost of living as an issue, but also another issue, Israel and Gaza and the conflict over there, again rising up to 4th place for that issue, and the cost of living very solidly in 2nd place. And again, as I said, becoming more and more prominent. Perhaps reflective of concerns that are happening internationally, globally, and in relation to tariffs, which are obviously also a very important consideration. But the issue of Israel and Gaza is obviously very prominent. We can see in our poll, we've got updated polling on the Occupied Territories Bill, which remains very popular, albeit it is quite strongly highlighted the economic concerns that people have around an issue like this. But notwithstanding those concerns, people do seem to support the bill itself. The other thing our poll has covered in quite extensive detail is the presidency. This is obviously heating up. We're becoming much more certain about which candidates are likely to stand. Certainly, we now have 2 that are almost certainly going to be on the ballot, Mairead McGuinness and Catherine Connolly. And what our poll shows this month is that those 2 candidates do seem to be getting a little bit further ahead of the rest of the pack. Our poll also asked people who they prefer to be the candidates for Fianna Fáil and for Sinn Féin, and quite interestingly, it is the type of candidates that are perhaps less likely to stand, Bertie Ahern and Marilyn McDonald being relatively popular amongst those supporters. There's plenty of other information in our Sunday Independent poll, all available this Sunday.